Welcome, Sagittarius. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, December 2025 tarot reading. And it is a collective reading and it's general, so no specific life area topic. Let's get shuffling and get started. Okay, Sagittarius, what we got going on for you in December? Let's see what this month is going to bring or what you need to know about. Also, please remember to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help the channel. And let me know in the comments, where are you watching, listening from? What's going on? Much appreciate that as well. So let's get started. One more. Okay. Sagittarius, December. Current situation, Two of Wands. Past influence. Let's do past influence for Sagittarius. Devil. Present influence. High Priestess. Okay, negative. Negative, please. Negative. Six of Pentacles. I haven't seen the Six of Pentacles in any readings for quite a while. Weird. Okay, positive. I'm not going to take that. There's two of them. I'll take that. I said, nope, I want to come out. Five of Swords and you're positive. Okay. What do you not see? What is something that you are unaware of? It is the Seven of Wands. What you need to look for, watch for. Star. Like that. The unexpected energy coming in. Queen of Wands. Challenge. Ten of Cups. Future influence. Temperance and outcome. Let's get there. Magician. 3 cards for where this leads, please. Six of Swords. Death. Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck is Six of Cups. Kind of thinking about the past there. Let's pull a major for the overall consensus. We have a few majors hanging out here. Okay, Sagittarius. Overall energy is, first card, Moon. You might be feeling things are not real clear for you. I would say on this deck with this specific card, the Moon, things are starting to clear up. But there's just maybe like you feel like things are kind of foggy. You're not really like something you just don't understand or doesn't make sense. Feels odd. But I will say, I mean, your current situation, Two of Wands, you know, moving forward, looking at your options, kind of understanding that you have what you need, but you're not quite sure where to go. The High Priestess is showing up in your present influence. So you are being drawn in by your intuition and your, you know, maybe your higher self or some kind of spiritual awakening, and that's kind of moving you in the right direction. The Devil in the past is like I think that I'll dig in, but I feel like that Devil is like you letting go of attachments, because I feel like the High Priestess is kind of letting you know that, and the Two of Wands is you saying like, now I have options because I've let go of that attachment. So let's look at that attachment first. So that's the Devil here, that attachment, being tied to something, ideas, way of life, addictions, any of those kind of things. Tell me more about this attachment for our Sagittarius. 3 cards. Page of Wands. Emperor, Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is also here. So there's something to me here about like there was some kind of energy where you really kind of jumped in, but you took the lead with the Emperor. But the Page of Wands kind of does things without thinking sometimes. They'll jump into something and they really haven't thought about it. Sometimes that can work out really well and sometimes not so much. But I feel like this energy from the past is something you're really, whatever this, I almost feel like this was a relationship. And maybe there was someone that was controlling in that relationship and it was in the past and you're kind of attached to that. And you could be, I'm not going to, everybody's going to be a little bit different, but the attachment could be like you're afraid it's going to happen again, or the attachment could be that even though it was controlling or this emperor was maybe pretty tough, there's still like love there or some kind of attachment to that situation. I feel like it could be, in this case, I feel like it could be a relationship. However, it could be an attachment to control. And that control leave open. It's not necessarily a negative control, like being a boss or, being a manager or having the say so or making decisions, things like that, in structure or, or something. But the high priestess, there's knowledge here where you know that you've got something more in front of you because that Two of Wands tells me that. So tell me more about this high priestess energy. What is the high priestess and the present influence for our Sagittarius? Queen of Swords, Three of Wands, and Three of Swords. Yeah, like oh, it's the phone. I'm gonna let it finish ringing. I don't like to hang up on things. So the Queen of Swords is, I feel like, okay, so it's having the direction, knowing exactly where you want to go, right? That Queen of Swords is, I feel like this way with the Queen and the King, they both know where they want to go. They have their sights in line. They're intelligent. They've thought it all through, and now they're moving forward towards it. She's pointing at it. The Three of Wands is like, I know exactly what I want to do. I know exactly where I want to go and look at what's happening. But what if this happens? What if I hit the Three of Swords? What if I get, hurt or something happens here? And I feel like your intuition is telling you, I feel like it's almost telling you, like, you feel like it's telling you to, like, watch this, watch getting hurt again. I feel like that might be your ego though. So I would be like, an ego not being ego being self. Intuition is your higher self, right? Ego is you. So not ego in the sense of having an ego. Okay. Um, but I think what's happening in the present with the high priestess is you trying to get in touch more with your intuition. I don't think it's there. I think because there's a block here with that three. Anytime you have the Three of Swords, especially at the end of the three cards, if it was in the beginning, it would be a little bit different. But it's it's prompting you to believe that you're going to be hurt or that there'll be some kind of separation here. And I think that the high priestess being in your present influence is more, I need to trust myself more. I need to trust the universe more. And although I think you know that you need to with that Queen of Swords, um, it's hard because, getting hurt. So I think it's playing a little bit with you here. The Two of Wands, though, I like because I feel like you're sizing up your options here. You're at least in the position right now of, okay, this is what I have. Because if you, in the Rider White, he's got the world and he's looking out and he's up on the tower as well. And you're looking out there saying, okay, where do I go next? What's out there for me? So I feel like you're like in this position of searching, but knowing what you have to give. So there isn't a question, like you're not um, like hard on yourself or anything like that. Tell me more about the Two of Wands. Three of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Yeah. You know, the twos are mostly balanced, but you balancing is making decisions, how to move forward. In this case, dropping a sword here. Um, your Seven of Wands is also down here in what you don't see. That's self-protection a lot of times that we don't realize that we're doing it. But I feel like here you're looking out there, but there is this underlining feeling of this feels like gossip or like, and you've had to defend yourself. And now you're going, okay, well, I don't want to do that again. I don't want to get into this bucket, or I want to get out of this. I feel like could be some gossip here for you. And the Two of Wands, you're looking at what are your other options. This gossip, I mean, it could be work, it could be relationship, take it as it resonates, but there is something where you're hearing things and you're like, and you almost feel like you have to defend yourself here. Or you're protecting yourself and realizing you need to move, but this requires you to make a decision. And that's kind of in the position where you're at right now. So let's move on. We have the Six of Pentacles in the negative. I feel like this may be like I keep getting the feeling like someone might be taking advantage, and it's been coming in kind of throughout. But I didn't want to like go there too much. But I feel like with this card, I don't have a choice. There may be someone taking advantage of you. Six of Pentacles is about sharing and having enough to share, and it could be anything. Okay, so it doesn't have to be money, but a lot of times it is resources. So tell me more about the Six of Pentacles in the negative. Lovers, Tower, and King of Coins. Yeah, I feel like this could definitely be work. So this was a partnership that changed. So it could be love, like literally relationship love, or it could be partner at work or something. But something came to a halt, or the energy completely shifted. And I feel like what happened here is this feels alone to me, like you're left alone. If it's at work, like you were left, maybe something happened, and I don't think like you lost your job, but something happened where you're like, you're now the sole person in charge or the only one in your group, or there's something here about alone. But I don't feel like it's all about love. Like some of you, yeah, it could be that this left you alone. But I think what's happening here is there's something else behind this thing that happened. I think you realize this happened. But what you don't know about and what is happening is I feel like the sharing is not happening. Like you were not given information on this. You were not, no, they didn't share information. It's not a resource, it's information, or shared that this was going to happen, or it's like, if it was love, it could be an affair or someone spending money that they didn't share with you that they did. And, just something like behind your back, and they didn't share something with you, like an idea, an action, um, something. Okay, so I'm take that. That's what I'm getting. Um, Five of Swords and your strength. I think when you look at the Five of Swords, it's like not playing fairly. Sometimes we look at it, someone not playing fairly, someone cheating, someone, you know, basically, yeah. With this Five of Swords, I look at it a little differently because I feel like what's unfair is he's tied back. They're saying, here, you can have these five swords, but we're going to tie you back from them. How are you going to get them now? Like that kind of feeling in this card. Um, the reason why this is showing up in the positive, I think, is because it leaves it open for you to make a decision. Do I just give up, walk away, done with it? Or do I keep trying and figure out a way to free myself from these ropes? The only thing is, like, when I see this card, I think a lot of, well, you may not free yourself, right? So there is that, always that chance that you go in with the idea to win where you could lose, right? I mean, that's just, two things could happen. Or you walk away and you say it's not worth it. I get the feeling that the reason why this is in the positive is you'll know exactly what to do. What could clarify it a little bit? Let's see if there's anything more to this Five of Swords that we need to know. Knight of Swords, Hierophant, and Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like I really just feel like someone's hiding something from me. Like, I keep getting it, but I think this is taking the right road here. You have the Queen of the Knight of Swords moving away, because they're moving away from the reading, where the Queen of Swords is moving kind of in towards that Hierophant. The Knight's moving away from it. I think this is like a decision. I think the Hierophant is like these swords that you're trying to reach. And I feel like it's okay. So do I want to do this? And I feel like you're trying to, what you're trying to get to is the answers. Again, the moon here, the unclear, the whatever's not being shared over here with your negative card. The High Priestess, like, I thought it would be this and it's not this. You want those answers. That's the Hierophant in the middle there. I want these answers. I really want to know more. I want to know. And I feel like because this is in the positive, that you're going to get to them. You're going to fight to get to them, even if someone's trying to hold you back from the truth. That's the feeling I'm getting here. The Seven of Wands is what you don't see. I feel like this is more saying that you are in a position of putting up, you're self-protecting in your own way. I don't think this is anyone. I think this is more that you are putting up a lot of blocks here. Let's just see if there's something with this Seven of Wands. Ace of Cups, Two of Swords, Hierophant again, the Two of Swords again. This is new, the Ace of Cups thing. Yeah, you really want those answers. So there is something new coming in. So you need to make a decision here. And I think this is going to come unexpectedly. You don't see this right yet. Right now. So, yeah, there's something new coming in where you're going to have to make a decision. And again, it's reaching for the truth. You want the truth before you make a decision. I think that's going to happen. But I think it will come in. I think it does. And I think it comes in over here with that Queen of Swords, but we'll see. And maybe with the Magician. You have the Star and what to look for. And this is partially looking for the truth, but it's also looking for what's real and tangible as well. The Star is our hopes, our dreams, looking for the bright side, knowing that where is this path really taking you? Is it taking you to where, you know, a better place? Is it taking you on the right journey as far as, spirit, where they want you to be? I feel like this Star is like big. Like, you really need to dig in, and how important is this really? Like, there's something here that you're fighting for that truth on, and you want to know, but is it your ego that wants to know? Again, not ego. Like I said, is it truly what you want to know, or is it just, fighting it? Oh, I've got cards going in. Wow. Spirit kind of said, pay attention. Okay, I think one card's upside down in here, but I'll fix that. Anything more about the Star? Okay, there's Hermit. That one. Queen of Wands, which is in your unexpected. And Queen of Coins. Queen of Pentacles. So, wow. I think that's just trying to find balance. Like, again, being on that journey to find the real truth, what you need to look for. And this is someone that does the search, the hermit, shining the light on that one thing, following that lantern. And what's in that lantern? It's the star. So you are, and I feel like, so for some of you, the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands could be two different people that you are trying to say, look at there's something in between two people, whether it's two people that you want to have a relationship and which one, or whether it's like, who's not telling me the truth. There's something here with two people. And you're deciding between these two people. Okay, take that as it resonates, because I know it's a little bit different. I've never had a reading quite like this, as far as collective reading quite like this. So, because the Queen of Wands is what shows up in your unexpected. So I feel like this is your answer here. So let's look at, and when I say answer, like you were looking between the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is showing up. So this is more. So tell me about this Queen of Wands and Sagittarius' unexpected position, please. We've got 9 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. It's your wishes. I feel like this could be someone that comes back around that you care about. The 9 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, that kind of made you feel like it left you kind of separated from or hurt you in some way. 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups, but kind of coming back around. I don't feel like this time it's gossip. I feel like it's like literally coming back around, like bringing something back around to you unexpectedly. And it's the Queen of Wands. So when you were like, when this was looking like make a decision, I feel like you're being drawn to this one entity or person or partner. And it comes because, yeah, at first it was like, well, I don't know, they hurt me, but maybe that was, meant to be, and something that happened, and you learn something about them that makes you okay with it. Your challenge is 10 of Cups. Can you go all in? If this is a relationship, can you go all in? If it's work or anything else, can you go all in? 10 of Cups. That's what your challenge is. Or you'll be able to do that. Anything more on the 10 of Cups? 10 of Swords, 4 of Wands. So yeah, that queen that's coming back around, whether it's a male or a female or a partner or a lover, there was something that came to a complete end, but you're having some kind of conversation with them, the 4 of Wands, leading to going back around, going back in. But the challenge is, do you go all in, and can you go all in? And I think you can. It's up to you. The Magician is the outcome, which says you have what it takes. So let's look at the Temperance, though. There's a future influence here with the Temperance. Temperance to me, like, is alchemy. It's balance, emotional balance. It's like putting things together, making something happen with the fire and the water. She's mixing it up. What can you make out of fire and water? A lot of good stuff. Tell me more about the Temperance here. Justice, Strength, and Emperor. I think it's almost like you are giving into, yes, the right thing is going to happen, because you're staying strong within yourself and staying strong with what you believe. And that's partially the Emperor. So we got the Strength card. These are all majors here. So this is, and the Temperance is a major. So this is a really important influence for you in the future, because what you're doing is saying the truth will come as long as I stay strong and stay sturdy, and not just strong, but what word am I, not just strong, but really in control too of your own destiny, right? So that if you, this is almost like the High Priestess coming in, like if you really, you're really going to get the feeling that that things are going to happen, because the right thing's going to happen. because you are strong, because you have that emperor energy of controlling the situation, being in charge of yourself, having structure in your own situation. And what's the outcome is the magician. I feel like, see, sometimes I see the magician as a trickster. So I want to clarify this. I don't think so. But since we've had so many weird little things with someone hiding something from you, I want to be sure. What is the magician here for Sagittarius? Seven of Pentacles, Hermit. No, this is not a trickster. This is you reaching your goals. The energy that you've put into something, working really hard, the search that you've been on, which you have been, and reaching that goal, which the world is reaching a goal to me. It's the ending. It's a positive ending, working hard and reaching a goal. And that magician is having all of that, all of the tools to do so. And I feel like you'll be in a position where you feel strong, because when you realize that you've got what it takes, whether it's work, love, or even just to get over the hurt or whatever you're dealing with, is, I mean, that's a strong feeling. That's a confidence builder. So then it leads to Six of Swords, Death card, Queen of Swords. I feel like this magician feeling, now once you get that, once you understand that you have everything, you're able to really say, okay, I'm going to just go where I am supposed to, go where my life leads me, into a better, leaving this other crap behind, leaving the energy of that unknowing and moving forward. You're moving forward. You're taking the initiative and I'm moving forward, whether you learn this or not. And that leads to you being able to really create something better, change for the better. It allows things to grow and transform, but really more importantly, grow. And then I feel like in the end here, probably sometime, maybe even in January, you will learn more with this Queen of Swords showing up. At that point, I don't think you'll care, right? I think you'll be done with it anyway. Is there anything more about this Death card? I'm going to clarify the Death card. Is there anything more about the Death card that our Sagittarius need to know? There's that Strength card again. That's important. And there's the Devil again. And the Queen of Pentacles. You're leaving that. That's what you were attached to, the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles came up in the star area with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands comes back around, and here's the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like, yeah, you've held your ground. You've had to deal with some real attachments, which I feel like are the Queen of Pentacles, and that's what you're moving away from that attachment. And almost like, even though the Strength is there, that's a good card, but part of your strength was being attached to something that maybe you shouldn't have been, right? And sometimes we look at, I'm going to stay as long as I can because it's the right thing to do, being gallant. But at the same time, is this just an attachment? Is this unhealthy attachment? And I think it was at that point, and you move away from it. I'm not going to clarify the Queen, but I do feel like sometime towards the end of January or sometime in the near future, you will learn more about what you're unclear, what's being hidden from you. But we'll let that happen naturally. And then let's take a look at, because I think you're supposed to. I think that's part of this whole journey here. What do our Sagittarius need to know? What's advice or words of wisdom for the month of December for our Sagittarius? Nope. More. That just didn't feel right at all. I will take that one and pop down. The Pioneer. I think this is the one that's on the wrong page. Okay, just a second here. So there's the Pioneer. It might not be. 47. I think it is. I don't think that's the right page. So I may have to find this one. So this book, I love these cards to death. but the cards aren't numbered and the book isn't in alphabetical order, so it makes it really hard to find cards. Mm-hmm. You would think some, no, nope, it's on the right place. There was one that I wrote, so I have a cheat sheet. I created my own cheat sheet, so I didn't have to spend a lot of time, but there's one I got wrong and I didn't fix it yet. And here's the Pioneer. So the key words to this card are frontiers, bravery, initiative, pathfinding, strategy, and ventures. The Pioneer embodies the spirit of exploration, where curiosity may lead to untold discovery. Conversely, this spirit encourages us to embrace discomfort when adventuring into unknown territory. We are reminded that exploration is not limited to physical journeys, but extends to the depths of our minds, hearts, and souls. As we adventure into the wilderness, we become aware of infinite possibility as well as the nature of our limitations. On this journey, it is important to rest by the fireside and gather strength for the morning ahead. By charting a map of this unknown terrain, we can find our way back home with a bounty of newfound wisdom to share. So, going on that journey, allowing yourself to learn, allowing yourself to bring in information for yourself, but remembering that you need to take a break from that from time to time to allow it all to sink in and to really, you know, be prepared for the next day, basically. I love that. I love that card. So there you have it, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know and hit that thumbs up button. Take care. Have a beautiful day.